And they shut the government down twice. And the American people followed the debate just like they are now. They knew I was trying to make a deal with them. I offered them a balanced budget, which was a good thing to do at the time. And they decided I was right, and we whacked them in the election in '96, and then we started working together. We had 4 years. And then they spent 2 years trying to run me out of town. I still kept working with them. I said, yeah, this is fine, but you know, you guys go out and play your little games, but we got to pass some bills here. We got to do some work for the American people. We got to keep growing this economy and do all that. And they were fine on that. They had because Gingrich knew none of it was serious. It was all sort of like public theater. So they had a deal where they would throw these public scraps to their more rabid partisans, and then we'd make agreements and go on. You're seeing some of that already. You see today that one of the gun manufacturers group has finally separated itself from the NRA and said they're going to support universal background checks for internet and gun show, gun safety. And that's a big deal. I can only get one of them, Smith & Wesson, to agree to support gun safety initiatives like child trigger locks and other things after Columbine. And the NRA and these other groups went after them and said, you shouldn't stock their guns, you shouldn't buy their guns, they sold out to the devil, that Bill Clinton was terrible, blah, blah, blah. And then when I left office, they abandoned they said to deal with it there. So they've shown that. I think you're going to get, in the wake of Newtown, some more gun safety legislation. I think you're going to get immigration reform on a bipartisan basis. And John Boehner, the Speaker of the House, has shown a willingness to take on the more extreme members of his caucus by allowing bills to come to the floor of the House that he knows will be passed by a big majority, but only a minority of his caucus will vote for. That is, you've got where most of the Democrats and almost half of the Republicans will vote for. You've done it 3 times now. So I think we're getting there. I don't think you should be too despondent. I must say though, I was wrong about this. I thought this fiscal cliff thing was so loony nobody let us fall over it.